Hey guys, I'm here to talk about a bead art. Now, I first found out about this at my convention, Anime Central. People sell little bead art like this. They take pixels from video game and use beads to recreate them and then put them together, like so. I bought these at convention and I did some research. They use these things called perler beads. I looked it up and noticed they're at Michael's, a store local to people. So I decided, what the heck, why would I waste my time finding the ones I want and buying them when I can actually make my own? As you can see from this result, these are all ones that I have made myself. And I want to show you guys that you can do it too. It's super easy. You can just do it yourself, and I'm here to show you how to do that. Now, what you need to make perler beads is obviously the iron. Vegeta makes an appearance. Yes, an iron, because that's how you put it together. You need iron paper, which has to go on over the beads. It goes over first, and then you iron. You can't just use your iron and directly put it on the beads. It's gonna fall apart. So you have to buy iron paper. It's part of the whole process. And here's what it looks like. And then when you open it, and there's the layout. So it's pretty big for its size. And the tweezers for perler beads. It even says perlerbeads.com, which is a place to buy it. I bought it at Michael's, and this just makes it much easier to pick up your beads and place them on the base. It would speed up the process, and it's just easier with these. And of course the bases. Now, depends on how big your pixel is, you need more bases. I only have 4, and I've only ever needed 4 for all the ones that I have made so far. But down the line I might get one more. They come in 2s, I'm pretty sure. It's been a while, but you can always look that up. Having all this, you obviously need the beads. Well, you can go to perlerbeads.com. You pretty much shop. When I first started, I got this. It was 12 bucks about. Here it's 15, so it's kind of pricey. I would say go to Michael's if you have a Michael's, any craft store, but first ask, and Hobby Lobby might have it, but Michael's is always the best for me. This one, the tube, and they have singles, but they're only just a little amount of singles. I recommend going to this place called Cool Stuff for Kids, and they always have sales and whatnot going on. And the cool thing about it is you can buy stuff separately. 1,000 beads. And any color you want. So see? You can get your singles here. Or even Michael's has singles. Some Michael's, not all of them. So you have to be careful. So you have to go to a variety of different ones and find out which ones have single. I have about 3 Michael's by my house, and only one has perler beads separate. When I first got perler beads, I got, again, the huge bucket, so my mom helped me separate all of them, and she bought this cool Craftmates separator. So this is what I have, and then after that I started buying singles. I did not have enough room, so I just put them in baggies for now. So my singles with a lot of beads are all just in little baggies. So as you can see, I have a lot of beads. I've been collecting for probably 3 years now, and I always find up ending that I need to buy more. The most recent I bought at the website is grays and dark grays. Here's my colors. And now I'm going to show you guys how to make one. Now we're gonna make one. You have all your stuff and you're ready to make a sprite. So first thing you gotta do is search online, or a favorite video game you like on your DS, or something, that are created by pixels. Think about it and look it up online. I've only been to this site once, and I've used it to make my Super Saiyan Trunks one, which I'll link in the description. It's the newest one I made. But it's really good. You can look up these kind of games, and you just look up the letters, and look up what you want, see which pixel you want to recreate. So, this Dragon Ball Z game, which I can't pronounce, but as you look, there's Vegeta, and that's the one I want to do. So you click, and as you can see, those are the little Vegeta sprites. This is the big sprites. Maybe one day I'll go go crazy and actually make a huge one, but I doubt it. It's probably gonna take forever. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do this one down the line. This guy's cool. He said no credit needed, but I might credit him probably and link this page. So I want to pick one of these Vegeta. There's him standing up, he's walking, he's looking away. I don't know what he's doing there, or jumping or something, but I want to do this one. His legs are crossed. It's a rather small, it's the smallest of the pixels. I can show you guys how to do it. So pretty much you steal the image on your computer, double click, and make sure, I'll show you which is the one I want. We're going to do this guy right here. So you take a screen cap of only him. Alright, you don't have to do this, but I recommend it. Taking your pixel and putting it in a paint program. Because every Windows computer has paint. For Macintosh, I had to download something called Paintbrush. So if you zoom in, you see your pixels, but there's a feature in View. It's called Show Grid. Now that means it does a grid for your pixel, which indicates a better way to count your pixels when you create it. So it's just much easier counting with the grid instead of eyeing it without one. So take a screen cap of that, which I already did, and there's your pixel ready to be recreated on your pegboard. I just put two together because he's a small figure. He will definitely fit through these. So you look at your pixel and you're like, alright, get the beads you need. You don't need all your beads out. So obviously, I got it all set up here. I got Vegeta's blues, the skin color, red for the scouter, white for the highlights. I got black, and I got my grays here, and the dark brown. So pretty much I have everything ready, and to start my beads. So I'm going to get the black out. Alright, so when I start out, I take the color that I'm going to use and already put it on the pegboard and then spread them out a little. First thing is obviously Vegeta's hair. So as you can see, the first one is the tippy top where his hairline goes. So you just place it down. And then obviously you just count from there. So there's 1, and then under it there's 2, and then there's another 2. See? That's pretty easy. 2, and then after the 2 goes 4. The correct spots in the picture. See, there's 1, 2, 2, 4, and sometimes I'm not looking, and then sometimes I do something like that, and then I found out later on that I screwed it up, so best always double check your work. And then the next one's 5. I'm actually filling it in instead of doing the outline. For the hair, I mean, it's okay, it's all black anyway. So it doesn't matter how you do your pearl beads, you can do it any way you want, it's just the way that's more comfortable for me. Alright, as you can see right here, I already did the main outline for his hair, and I'm already starting to fill it in. Now that I got the hair done, I decided to take more colors out and just lay them. Next thing is we can do the skin and the outline base of the head and then the armor. As you can see, you don't have to all the time follow the colors. You can just pick whatever, guess a color that you think suits it. Like for the top of his head, you can see it's a darker skin tone than a really dark brown. Well, I'm just gonna use these browns just to, just to fill in what they're asking for. Because, you don't have to be 100% accurate. I mean, it's your bead art. You can do anything you want, It's your creation. I mean, yeah, you're taking the sprite, but I mean, if you want to change something, I mean, heck, you can turn that into a Super Saiyan if you really want to. I mean, who cares? Just do it. And then here is where his angry eyebrows will be. See, I tend to do it, and then as soon as, before I iron it, I'm going to double check and eye everything if I like it. And I can always, it doesn't hurt, you can always redo some stuff and change it up. His ear starts the second black at the end of his hair. So, you start right there. And then there's 2, and then there's 3 diagonal. And then at the third one, there's a skin tone, gray, and then right here is where you put the last 3. So you gotta just count what you see, and then count when you do it. And it should be not that bad. I'm gonna do the scouters. And look, I noticed I actually goofed. At the bottom, there's 3 reds that go up on the right side. When I'm looking at mine, I can only do 1, not 2. I'm trying to see what went wrong. And I noticed right away. After the brown, it's supposed to be diagonal red. As you can see right there. There's brown, then 2 reds down. So, that means I screwed up. These 2 are supposed to be right here. And then you start your scouter over. See, something like little things like that. You can catch on early. Now you can see I pretty much did most of the outline for the whole body. The outline for the blue is the darkest blue I have, and then to color, and as the pixel shows, it's there's a lighter blue and then an even lighter blue. So again, you also do not have to follow the highlights. It's not a big deal. You can just color it in, you know, solid colors if you really want to. Now I got the leg done, and then I'm partially doing the arm over here. And now we're just going to finish the body. That's it, guys. That's how you make the bead. And the next step is ironing it, and then that's the finished product. Alright guys, I went ahead and actually did the white background. I realized it looks so much better than without it. I recommend the white thing. I mean, again, you don't have to do it, but I ended up doing it. So the next step is obviously we're going to iron this. Don't know how old you are, but if you're young, if you're old enough to use an iron, use it. If you're not, and I don't want you burning yourself, definitely ask your parents permission or tell them about this, about Perler beads, and that what you have to do is obviously iron it. So, just be safe, guys. All we gotta do, iron sheet right over it, as you can see. And get your iron ready. And it's easy as it sounds, you just iron it. Just be careful, don't like jump in and just go crazy. I mean, the beads are loose, you know, you gotta be very careful. Some might actually come out, and then you lose your design, and you'd have to go back and redo it. Generally I iron, it depends on the size. Something like this shouldn't take that long at all, and you don't really put that much pressure on it. If you do, you'll definitely melt the beads 10 times faster, putting a lot of pressure, and then it'll be uneven. And I'm not saying you don't, I mean, you can do it until you don't see the hole anymore, but I think it's kind of nice when you still see the holes. As long as they're glued together, that's what counts. As you can see, it stuck to the paper, but it comes right off when you peel it. But obviously you want to wait. It's hot right now. You don't want to touch. So wait it cool off. You can see it cooling off as the paper is slowly coming off of the beads. So that's when that's another sign that it's slowly cooling off. But I would recommend still waiting a little longer. Also, if you, sometimes the beads curl, so also while you're waiting, you could put it on like a flat surface so it stays straight, like a heavy book or something. I'm sure you have school books you have no use for. You can use it for that. Alright, now Vegeta is cooled down enough. You can see the beads are all connected. That's how it looks with one side being ironed. Obviously I still gotta do the whole other side. You always have to double side it. It's not going to be as strong if you do one side. I mean, that's how you make them. You have to always iron both sides. So now we flipped it, and we can iron the other side. And the same thing for the other side. You just do it evenly, and don't put a lot of force when you iron stuff like these. It's not like ironing something on a shirt, which I have done recently, that you should pretty much iron as hard as you can. So yeah. And then you just let this side cool off, and then you will pretty much be done. And voila, guys, I took it out, and Vegeta is complete. And double-sided iron, and you just wait for it to cool off, and you made yourself your own pixel from Perler beads. And it was probably cheaper, and you can make a lot more instead of, you know, buying them. I know people who make Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z obviously, like me, Mario, Sonic, all the old school video games, Mega Man. You can make so many. There's just numerous things you can make with pixel art, with Perler beads, and I love doing it. It's a really great hobby, and it relaxes you, and it's fun, and you get a cool thing at the end. So now I'm gonna put the Vegeta I just made in my collection of Dragon Ball Z stuff. So thank you all for watching. Oh, he really sticks out. Pretty cool. The white background really helps. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you all make perler beads. Something to, something to do for fun. And if anyone decides to, definitely leave a video response or send me pictures of your perler beads if you decide to do one. And thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.